Hypnos, the god of sleep. Sleep is supposed to be safe, a drift into dreams, a pause from waking life. But in Lovecraft's Hypnos, sleep is a threshold, and the god who rules it does not promise peace. Hypnos appears radiant, almost divine, yet his beauty is a mask. His true dominion is fracture, the breaking of the line between dream and waking. Rooms twist into landscapes that never were. Hours unravel into seconds, or seconds drag out into centuries. The dreamer forgets which world their body belongs to. Hypnos doesn't strike or chase. Instead, he turns the mind against itself, forcing it to juggle realities until it splinters. Followers claimed he let them soar beyond the stars, drifting through forbidden geometries. But the price was always the same. Sanity shattering like crystal under pressure. What makes Hypnos terrifying is not cruelty but erosion. He dissolves certainty, memory, even identity. Sleep becomes surrender, dreams become snares, and once you've wandered too far into his realm, you may never find the way back. Bokrug, the water lizard god. In the doom that came to Sarnath, Lovecraft describes a city so arrogant it erased an entire people. The worshippers of Bokrug, a god that slumbered in the waters. For 1,000 years, Sarnath flourished, its citizens mocking the fallen race. Statues of Bokrug were shattered, temples left in ruins. They thought the god was gone, but gods keep their own calendars. On the 1,000th anniversary of Sarnath's triumph, the city threw a festival. Towers blazed with firelight, streets thundered with music. And then, stillness. By dawn, Sarnath had vanished. No bodies, no jewels, only the lake, rippling as if something vast had turned in its sleep. Bokrug is not a god of storms or fury. He is patience given shape, vengeance stretched across centuries. To worship him is pointless. To deny him, meaningless. His power is inevitability. Time itself bends to his revenge. The lesson of Bokrug is not merely that all things end, but that history itself can be erased. One night was enough to turn Sarnath, its people, its glory, its memory, into nothing but ripples on a black lake, the color out of space. It came from the sky, but it was no star, no flame, no stone, only a color. A hue outside the human spectrum, crawling through soil and water. At first it looked miraculous. Crops grew enormous. Fruit shimmered unnaturally, but the taste was bitter. Animals warped into sickness, water soured, and the family on the farm withered away. The color consumed quietly, draining life without claws or fangs. Its horror lies in alien contagion. It cannot be reasoned with, captured, or destroyed. It does not notice humans, it simply feeds. To it, existence itself is nourishment. Skin, stone, air, all unravel into ash beneath its glow. Survivors struggled to explain it. How do you describe a hue the eye should not see? A light that bleeds vitality from everything it touches? The color out of space is not predator or parasite. It is intrusion, a reminder that the universe can spill into our world in forms we cannot name, and when it does, the earth itself rots beneath it. Nodens, Lord of the Great Abyss. Most deities in Lovecraft's mythos ignore or despise humanity. Nodens stands apart, though not as a savior. Known as the Lord of the Great Abyss, he hunts gods themselves. In the dream quest of unknown Kadath, he appears riding seashell chariots, surrounded by night gaunts. At times he even aids mortals, but his help is never compassion. It's strategy, as a fisherman uses one fish to catch another. Nodens terrifies because he inverts the hierarchy. If even Nyarlathotep and his kin can be pursued, then the scale of the cosmos stretches far beyond human reckoning. Humanity is not beneath the gods, it is beneath their prey. To encounter Nodens is to glimpse a being so ancient that even great old ones scatter before him. His motives are unknown, his judgments alien. If he shields you, it is only because your survival serves his hunt. Nodens is proof that in the cosmic ocean, even gods are quarry, and mankind drifts unnoticed, one more school of baitfish. Nug and Yeb. Some horrors are solitary. Nug and Yeb are never alone. Spawn of Shub-Niggurath, the black goat of the woods, they embody corruption and endless fertility. Where their mother births swarms without end, the twins stand as her chosen heirs. Their forms blur description. Swollen masses, limbs folding into more limbs, mouths blooming within mouths. Worshippers swear that when they chant, the twins echo back in a chorus of distorted voices, hunger swelling in every syllable. Unlike Cthulhu or Yog-Sothoth, Nug and Yeb are not dreamers or gatekeepers. They are dynasty, an inheritance of monstrosity. Their terror is multiplication. One becomes two becomes countless. Offspring spreading like cracks in stone, each generation more grotesque than the last. To serve them is to accept infestation. To oppose them is to invite annihilation. Nug and Yeb prove that, in the mythos, even gods reproduce, and their progeny spread like plague. What the twins begin, their mother completes, until the universe itself rides like a broodsack, bursting with hungry mouths. Father Dagon and Mother Hydra, lords of the deep ones. In the shadow over Innsmouth, prayers rise not to Cthulhu but to his lieutenants, Father Dagon and Mother Hydra. Titanic, amphibious beings, they rule the deep ones, the hybrid race lurking beneath the seas. Dagon and Hydra are not abstractions like the color or Yog-Sothoth. They are flesh, scale, and hunger. Their terror is inheritance, as bloodlines in Innsmouth warped into gilled faces, bulging eyes, and scaled skin. Each generation sank deeper into the ocean's embrace. Their cult thrives on promises. Power, fertility, transformation. But their silence speaks more than words. Beneath the waves, their vast forms shift in the dark, patient and eternal. The ocean itself becomes their temple. The horror of Dagon and Hydra is not the inevitability of the sea's return, but the toll it demands. In Innsmouth, families gave themselves generation by generation until bloodlines collapsed into gills and fins. The price of devotion is not death. It is surrendering your humanity piece by piece, until nothing human remains at all. Quachil Uttaus, the treader of the dust. In Clark Ashton Smith's The Treader of the Dust, Quachil Uttaus is ancient beyond reckoning, a figure shriveled and corpse-like, yet unbearably heavy with dread. Wherever he walks, centuries disintegrate. Skin shrivels, stone crumbles, timber splinters into dust. A single touch, and all things decay at once. Unlike Cthulhu's dreams or Nyarlathotep's schemes, Quachil Uttaus offers no cult, no prophecy. He is entropy made flesh, inevitability in motion. His followers are the desperate, those who crave release from existence, mistaking his step for mercy. But the truth is crueler. Awareness lingers even as the body dissolves, trapped in the endless instant of collapse. To call upon him is to invite dissolution molecule by molecule. Quachil Uttaus does not walk with inevitability. He walks with corrosion. In his trail, civilizations rot, temples sink into silt, and bodies unravel into powder. His gift is not an ending, but a slow unraveling, until even memory is scattered on the wind. Ghatanothoa, eternal living death. Lovecraft in Hazel Heald's Out of the Aeons describes Ghatanothoa, entombed within a mountain on a forgotten island. To see him is to be undone, not by death, but by a preservation more horrific. His gaze mummifies instantly. Skin hardens, organs lock, muscles freeze into eternal rigidity. And yet the mind remains alive, imprisoned in a body that neither moves nor decays. Priests once displayed these victims as warnings, statues of devotion, silent, unblinking witnesses of their own damnation. To call it immortality is a mockery. It is eternity without escape, awareness trapped in stone husks. Ghatanothoa has no schemes or desires. His curse is reflex, automatic, like a law of nature. Stand before him, and you are condemned. No prayer saves, no defense resists. His horror is permanence, not indifference, not wrath, permanence. To meet his eyes is to lose not life, but freedom itself. You remain forever entombed in a body that never rots, with a mind that never sleeps.